Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week in Destiny, we're going for gold. With so much to do right now, we're playing our fair share of Court of Blades, all while doing our part to help our class win Guardian games. You aren't just going to let Titans run away with it, right? Next week is the final week of Guardian games. Guardian game Rushdown Roulette update, the PvP Strike Team update, Marks, Bonds, and Cloaks are my Grandmaster Nightfall catch-up notice live account, Unlinking update, Bungie store update, and next week in Destiny. All right, doesn't look like too much, but yeah, we are rounding out Guardian games and Act 2 next week. All right, midway point for Guardian games. We've hit the midway point of Guardian games. When we don't have a halftime show, we can take a moment to look at the leaderboard and see how your hard work, sweat, and tears have helped propel your class on the leaderboard. Oh, let's take a look, fellas. Let's take a look. Titans! We've got 6 Hunters, 3 Warlocks. Wow, Warlocks. What you guys up to these days, huh? Well, Radiance receives the tiniest of nerfs, and that's it. All right, looks like we got Titans and Hunters in a battle for the top spot. With Titans starting to pull away, get in there, Warlocks. With a close race, keep dunking those Metals Guardians, and don't miss out on the Diamond Medallions each week. They are game changers. With only a week and a half to go, we also wanted to give a general reminder on all the great event-specific rewards you'll want to grab before the game ends. If you haven't yet earned the All-Star Vector Skimmer, now's the time to lock in and complete the drop-in quest so you don't miss out. The most straightforward path would be to jump into Rushdown, get your 10 unique runs in, though if you've been turning in high-value medals frequently, you may have already found yourself closing in on fulfilling the medal requirement. Now, while you're running Rushdown, fine-tune your strategies for quicker completions in standard and expert mode for better chance at additional perks on this year's Guardian game weapons. With new artifact perks in Act 2 and the current Trace Rifle meta, you want to add Couraneous to your collection. It gets a sizable buff with the Harsh Refracted perk if you're looking for a legendary option. If you're able to master Rushdown and reach the top 10% for the week, you'll also earn a nifty emblem to show off your work. We'd also be remiss if we didn't mention the true in-game of Destiny. You can grab this year's new armor ornaments and selections from past years for silver or bright dust in the Eververse store. Your weapons can also get in on the Guardian Games aesthetic with physical game mementos. You'll have a chance to earn one time each dunk of a medal at the podium, and remember you can hold up to 5, so make sure to stock up before the event ends. Well, there you go, guys. Yeah, do Guardian Games. Again, something that's been just a crazy bug is that for some reason, when you've dunked medallions on Hunters specifically, sometimes you don't get rewards. And you know, who knows who's to blame in these situations, right? Is it the engine? Is it the servers? I would just say play it safe, dunk it on Titan, maybe a Warlock, but you know, don't get too crazy. But yeah, it's a confirmed bug. All right, Guardian Games Rushdown Roulette. With the first week of Guardian Games wrapping, we also have leaderboards for our Rushdown Roulette activity taking place with creators around the globe. Our first place winners of week 1 for each class are Warlocks. We got Kimber, you got Brother, and you got Bogman. Oh my God, what a team. Hunters, North America, Sammy, Maddox, and Zerg. Oh, that's a great squad. Tides, what? Scream, how do you go from placing first place to then submitting this build, you know? Shocking. That's a good squad stuff. Now, each creator on each of these teams will be rolling a prize and gift to pick one item for themselves and one item to give away to their community. Stay tuned to the streams for their prize and giveaways. Don't miss out on the competitive contender emblem as well, available in limited quantities from all Rushdown Roulette participants or as a gift sub drop on Twitch for the duration of Guardian Games. We're aware some folks who try to redeem the emblem via a gift code has had it shown up as unavailable. This will be resolved in our March 25th update, and you should be able to see the emblem in your collections as intended. Dude, this has been kind of an issue here. What was the other emblem? There was another emblem that was like, it had like the placeholder icon instead of the actual emblem. Was there one before? Yeah. All right, PvP Strike Team update, competitive focus. Oh boy. With our trials rework still fresh off the presses, we're turning our attention to the competitive playlist with the goal of making it a better place to go for players who want to play close games and see how they measure up on the ranked ladder. Earlier in the week, we made a couple of changes to the matchmaking and point gains and losses to help smooth out some issues. And we have a few more changes coming next week, so we'll explain them in more detail below. Slow Capture Collision variant. Starting Tuesday, a new variant of Collision will be available in the Small Team Quick Play playlist. This variant has been built to address feedback about the Collision game mode in the competitive playlist, and we love for you to put it through its paces and provide additional feedback we can use to refine it. And the rules are simple. Zones take longer to capture and rotate immediately once they have been capped. Oh, okay. Standing on the zone is the only way to gain progress towards the capture, and the first team to 7 captures wins. Ultimately, if this variant is preferred to the fast capture mode that is currently used, we can swap them out. All right, try it out, man. My biggest issue with zone capture right now inside of comp is, what I hate is I go in, we get a kill on a guy, and then we push to finish off the other 2, and we're kind of like in a fight with them, and it only feels like 5 seconds, and then the guy we just killed spawns up behind us and literally has the most effective flank ever. Because like the last thing you're expecting is someone to come up right behind you, but they do. It's the most annoying thing about zone control there. Now, competitive rank points, gains, and losses. For point gains and losses, we've heard feedback that climbing the ladder can feel too slow, even when you're significantly outperforming other people in your gains. As such, we have increased both the maximum amount you can earn from the performance bonus, as well as increased the granularity of the rewards, so you're more likely to earn bonus points. We've also increased the maximum amount that the contribution scaler can grant, so you'd be more likely to earn point values of 110 or higher for wins where you perform well, while also losing less than 90 from losses where you perform well. So increase the granularity of the performance bonus portion of the rank rewards. This will allow the performance bonus to grant additional positive points more often. Increase the maximum amount the performance bonus can grant from plus 10 to plus 20, and increase the maximum amount of contribution scalar can grant from plus 50 to plus 60. All right, should be better. I would say comp even this past week with the loss forgiveness was really nice. I don't know if it's like bugging out, but we played 2 games yesterday and lost both of them and didn't receive a loss, and it was against a duo. And I know they had said there was going to be loss forgiveness, but I didn't know if that was meant for just when you're up against a trio or not. But yeah, we lost no rank for those 2 losses. All right, matchmaking. For matchmaking, we are consistently getting reports that this season's high skill players in the gold and silver ranks were playing against players that were several ranks above them. Yeah, ascendant, actually. When we dove into these reports, we found an issue where players who had previously been highly ranked and who placed lower than expected after placement matches could erroneously be flagged by the newest iteration of Smurf protection, which set their rank for matchmaking purposes to a higher value. We have corrected this issue with 8.2.5.1, but we'll continue to keep an eye on it to verify players are correctly being matched according to the rank whenever possible. Dude, this makes so much sense. We were in gold, and even less was in silver, and we were matching ascendant players. So fix an issue where Smurf protection could be erroneously applied to players who have been highly ranked in previous seasons but placed lower than expected this season. This was increasing the effective rank that these players were matching in, leading to the reports of lower ranked players matching against players at higher ranks. That's wild. I wonder how many people this actually affected. All right, skill delta modifier in 8.2.5.2 will also be increasing the number of points that the skill delta modifier can grant you on wins and losses on a more exponential scale, and only in ways that positively affect players. For example, you will no longer have your points reduced if you beat a team you were supposed to beat. But you'll get bonus points if you beat a team you were expected to lose to. Wait, we get points reduced if we beat a team we were supposed to? Oh, yeah, we do. That's right. If the game thinks you're supposed to beat that squad, you'll get less points. On the flip side, you'll no longer lose more points for losing to a team you might have been favored against, but you'll lose less points for losing to a team you were expected to lose to. All right, so comp is going to get easier, right? This will help to offset some of the confusion around point gains and losses in close games, while the baseline win-loss amounts will remain centered around 100 following update 8.2.5.2 planned for next week. The maximum minimum point gains and losses will be, okay, so max win amounts 190. Damn. Minimum win amount 90. Oh my God. Maximum loss amount 110. Minimum loss amount 10. Dude, just don't play comp this week, guys. Wait till next week. You already have match forgiveness, and now you're about to get major rep gains. We believe this change will help players who display above average performance at lower ranks to climb out of them more quickly. There you go. All right, solo versus fire team loss forgiveness. Now, when we rolled this out in 8.2.5, we quickly ran into a networking condition that caused the array we scanned for team sizes to sometimes return incorrect data. While we determined the issue within the first couple of days, a hotfix we launched to try to remediate this issue was partially successful, but did not fully resolve the situation. Who wrote this damn article, Andy? Andy, you be coming in with big words today. God damn it, Andy. In 8.2.5.2, we have a more robust code fix in place that we believe will cut down on the amount of failures. And once that has been verified, we will continue with our plans to reduce the stratification utilized by fireteam matchmaking and allow duos and trios to match each other in both competitive and trials. It's all big words, man. Can't read. This is what Destiny does to a motherfucker. Yeah, we read TWABs every week. All right, Ascended Zero competitive emblem. We've seen a lot of questions about how you can earn the new Ascended Zero competitive emblem, and we wanted to clear up the ambiguity. Ambiguity. This emblem is acquired using the same system as the new Trials cosmetic, where you earn points for wins, and your drop chance increases exponentially until you hit 1,000 points. When the emblem is guaranteed to drop. To gain points, though, you need to win matches while in the Ascended Zero rank, and you will gain more points for wins at higher ranks. So the breakdown is as follows. Oh my God. Wait, what? Between 10,000 and 10,999, 1 point. Between 11,000 and 11,000, or nearly 12,000, 2 points. 12,000 to nearly 13,000, 3 points. All right. Okay, so you get a lot more. I mean, you see here at the top end, 14 to 15, 10 points. And then from 15,000, 100 points. Jesus. So wait. We need 1,000 points. You need 1,000 points in order to get that new emblem. Gee, I mean, you pretty much want to get to 15,000. I got you. It's RNG. You're right. It's RNG. But 1,000 points guarantees it. Yeah, I only have 2 people in my friends list that has it. Omelet and the Fizzle. Well, maybe RNG will bless you. If not, I'll get ready to grind, man. Now, if you aren't able to earn it this season, don't worry. The emblem is meant to be more of a long-term chase for players who aren't able to get max rank and will still be earnable in Frontiers, though you'll have to fight your way back into Ascended Zero. Because this emblem is so rare, we are keeping an eye on those who earn it and people who acquire it unfairly through win trading, boosting recovery services, or cheating will be banned. You damn right. You damn right. Ban the piss out of them. If I'm going to work my ass off for that emblem and somebody else ends up getting it through unfair means, ban the shit out of them. It's such a small thing. I mean, it's a kind of a cool thing to flex. But if anyone is actually like dropping money to rep an RNG emblem from being Ascended plus rank, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's a waste of money, but to each their own. Eververse, marks, cloaks, and bonds. Oh my. Over the past few weeks, we've cleaned up a few Eververse bugs. However, in doing so, we learned one Guardians bug is another Guardians feature. Instead of just leaving them fixed, we're taking a more fashion-friendly approach. So Warlock, class item glow. Previously, players have had the ability to remove glows on specific bonds by using a handful of shaders, most notably the Mad Monk. While this wasn't intentional, it did allow some bonds to be more effectively removed from their Guardian. We issued a fix in a recent update that made those shaders function as intended, yay, but it prevented this interaction from occurring, boo. After some internal discussion, we're going with a why not both approach. We will release a bright dust shader next season that will intentionally remove glows and enable the Invisi bonds once more. As a bonus, all of the dyes on the shader will be flat gray, enabling some new niche cosplay options for all classes. Bungie leaning into bugs as features here. All right. That Stasis Drake Hunter ornament. In our most recent update, we shipped a fix that would prevent Hunter hoods from appearing when using the Stasis Drake helmet ornament. As a general practice, we avoid clipping wherever able. However, this fix has some unintended consequences. We're going to roll back this change and instead create a duplicate helmet that lowers hoods by default in the future, making this helmet functionally hood optional. Goblin cosplay is back on the menu. All right, hunters. And Hearts Pledge Titan ornament. At the start of Heresy, we released a new ornament for Stoicism, the Titan exotic class item. We quickly realized that the item was not uniformly displaying across Guardian body types. As with the Hunter fix noted above, we plan to fix the issue. Cloth always appears, but also provides players with a duplicate ornament that does not include the cloth. Again, this gives players some flexibility in their aesthetic and further opens the fashion in-game. Now, in the case of both number 2 and number 3, these duplicate items will be available at no additional cost to players who own the original ornament. Outside of the above issues, we're also watching the conversation around holo chips. We've been loving all the videos and fashion posts shared by players and are excited to continue expanding on this feature. There's a delicate balance to be had. We want to ensure that these items don't clutter up the combat spaces, but we absolutely want to test the limits to expand upon the look of a Guardian. Feel free to hit us up with any suggestions on what you'd like to see. How do y'all feel about those? Holo chips, guys. That's the things like the, like this, right? Like the, I guess it doesn't actually show it to me right now. Is this like the Take and Flight one? I would like to see the cost lowered, to be honest. But this is a cool cosmetic. Even if it's something like maybe down the road, we get something that's earnable. You remember like back in Halo Reach days, you could grind for the, oh shoot, you can grind the helmets in Halo Reach. One would have like a poison cloud around it. The other one would be like lightning and have like a storm cloud around it. Oh, it's wild, man. I fucking love those things. And I spent so much time, the fire helmet, spent so much time grinding for those. I would grind for something like that in this game, for sure. All right, Grandmaster Nightfall catch-up node. You know what's better than being a conqueror? Being a gilded conqueror. Specifically, one more than whatever you currently have. Well, we've got some good news. The Grandmaster Nightfall catch-up node went live this past Tuesday. While Sunless Sail will be coming with Act 3, you'll now have access to the rest of this episode's Grandmaster Nightfalls and can begin working towards gilding your title. So jump in, grab some Wild Style Adepts while you're at it. Though with so much to do right now, we'll forgive you if you take your time. I actually think there's a bug right now too, where if you complete the Nightfalls, it doesn't go away. So like right now, it's showing all the Nightfalls. I don't know if that's a bug or if they've made that a feature. Has Bungie confirmed that? Yeah, it's still open. You can hit up all the Nightfalls as many times as you want. It definitely is going to result, if it is going to be a feature, it's going to result in people just choosing the fastest Nightfall to grind for each week. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Be great for getting loot. All right, account unlinking update. On February the 13th, we share with you all an important update regarding account linking on Bungie.net. We support the link of multiple authentication methods to a single Bungie.net profile. We'll continue to allow linking accounts in this manner. The upcoming update will remove the option to unlink an account once it's been linked to your Bungie ID. The only exception will be Twitch. On March the 25th, this new policy will go live. The goal remains the same: to protect the integrity of our players' accounts, simplify certain security systems, prevent fraud, and limit activities that go against our terms of service. Destiny Exotic Armory Collection. Have you had a chance to enter the Nether and secure the catalyst for the new Barrel Dyad yet, Guardian? Complete the Derealized mission and earn the Chosen Path Triumph by 9:59 a.m. Pacific on May the 6th, 2025 to earn the Bungie rewards offered to purchase the Exotic Armory Collection Barrel Dyad. Okay. Looks good, man. Looks good. These are actually really nice. They're a lot. Hold on. Let me, one second. You can like hang them up. This is Ace of Spades right here. But anyways, they're pretty nice. They got like a little replica of the gun inside. They're not like huge, but just want to give you kind of an understanding what they look like size-wise. All right, whether you've already completed Kel's Fall and claimed the Slayer's Fang or still need to dive into the exotic mission from episode 2, Revenant once unlocked, you can acquire the exotic armor replica to commemorate your achievements. Guardians also have until 9:59 a.m. Pacific on May the 6th. All right, that's for that. Shotgun, that looks really good. And also acquire, wow. I can imagine someone's out there right now and their entire wall is just covered with these things. You have like your own personal armory if you want. All right, next week in Destiny, looking ahead, we wanted to give a little heads up on what we got coming for the rest of this week and next week. When you're not spending time in Rushdown or Court of Blades, here's some other fun things to do. So Trials this weekend, with the current Heresy arc meta surging, we've got the Heavy Burst arc hand cannon yesterday's question featured this week in Trials. Our feature map for the weekend is Radiant Cliffs. Next week, we'll be trying something new with a map that hasn't been in Trials before. A certain Void SMG will be up to bat as your reward. All right, so Shayura. Now, final week of Guardian games. As we mentioned, we've got a little over a week left of Guardian games. Make sure to earn those triumphs and grab those rewards while you're around and aim to be among the top 10% of the community Rushdown score to earn a unique emblem. The story continues. We are really enjoying the Heresy story, and next week we'll bring some new developments. Not going to get too spoilery if you're still catching up, but helping Eris with her plan will be quite the tall task. Bring your best Guardians. Dude, the story's been great. Actually been great. That's probably the thing I'm looking forward to the most for Act 3. Nightfall rotation next week. We've got Psyops Battleground Moon hitting the rotation for the first time this season with the Stasis Sword, the Slammer. Oh, the best weapon in the game, dude. Hell yes. Eager Edge, Cold Steel. Let's go. Momentum Control returns starting March the 25th. Momentum Control returns to the Crucible. If you're looking for a weapon-focused combat, relying on your aim over your abilities, Momentum is the best place to be. Headshots are the name of the game, and you earn health faster after defeating opponents to push the needle on kill streak and practice up. It'll be fun time. All right. Outside of that, guys, these are some of our known issues. Onyx Sentry doesn't chain lightning to enemies. That's kind of a big issue. Some issues with quests. A lot of other stuff too. Lotus Eater still showing the wrong kill tracker. Gotcha. Some issues with Guardian games. Guardian games. Rushdown completion chest does not have a waypoint indicator on its location. Surely people are finding it, right? Are there people that are actually getting lost? Shax is standing. He stands right there. He looks at you. I don't even think he talks to you. You just walk forward. All right. As a final note from Bungie this week, that's everything we have for this week. While the TWAB was a bit lighter this week, make no mistake, there's a ton to do right now. Guardian Games competition, Rushdown, episode storyline, Court of Blades, GM catch-up node, and testing out a ton of new builds with the new balance updates and artifact perks. On top of that, Act 3 is right around the corner. Also, how dare you spy on us while we're riding the TWAB? This is why very large bowls and very large bags of cat food exist. We've got it covered. Oh, is it another cat? Oh, there you go. Look at that. Hold on. You think he will feed us today? He's doing the twit again. Nice. Nice. All right, guys. That's your TWAB. Listen, we've got one more week left or a week and a half left of Act 2. We're going right into Act 3. And what I'm really hoping for from Act 3 is, well, of course, the lore stuff. But I'm hoping we're going to see something from Frontiers. When did we see something from Bungie last year? What month was it that we saw Final Shape stuff? No, they had the original Vidoc for Final Shape. And then there was the delay, okay, in November. And then when did we see something again after that? Was it March or April? April, aka Into the Light. So maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I believe April we're gonna see something, or at least I hope we're gonna see something. But who knows? Maybe it's May. Maybe May we see it. 100% gonna get a delay. We'll take that bet. Let's do that eggplant bet. Whenever we, not right now or anything, but whenever we get into if we know a Vidoc is coming, let's take an eggplant bet if we believe there's going to be a delay announced. And that way somebody's gonna get hella eggplant rich, and then somebody's gonna get completely fucked.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.